Happy Monday, everyone. It's time for Ask the Expert with Rob Sutherland from Pro Broker Agency. I'm Layla Gulen. My first question to you this week, Rob, is which social media platform do you use most?
None of them. They're terrible. They're just a big waste of time. I remember in 2007 when they came out and I thought, oh, wow, this is fantastic. Facebook, I get to hang out with all the people that I didn't like in high school. No, right? Absolutely not, right? But I mean, it is cool. It is a neat thing. I think that still to this day, people love it and it's great. For me, I just use it for shopping or looking at cars or motorcycles, that type of thing. We do some social media marketing for our company, but when I see brokerages using it and businesses using it, I find that they're not always using it in the best way. I think that they're not really picking the right method, they're not putting the right content out there, or they just don't care.
Interesting. So do you think that there is one platform over another that is maybe preferable to use for the real estate industry?
Well, obviously people love Facebook because they can go and see their friends on there. That's become more of a generational thing now where older people are on Facebook where they could very well buy a house. So that's a great thing, right? That's a good tool. Instagram's kind of become tethered to that, which I think is very similar, but again, more image heavy, which is cool. So you're less dependent on having to write content all the time for Instagram. And then you've got the other ones, right? Like YouTube for sure, obviously keep using that. That's a great place to host your videos, property videos and promotional videos for your company and things like that. And people are loving TikTok because it's the new thing, right? Short videos that are entertaining. Who doesn't love that? You could literally do that on any platform. I think that's why other platforms like Facebook and Instagram have replicated that thing called Reels or whatever they're calling it on their own thing, where it's short video content, because that's what people want to see. At the end of the day, it's whether or not you've got people that are seeing your content, that it matters or not, right? That's one of the things I think people struggle with is it's just a blank canvas when you start a social media account, and then how are you going to get people to actually follow you and engage and then buy your product? Very different.
And they all have great analytics as well. So you could try it across several platforms, see which one is the most effective.
See which one gets the most hits, absolutely. And see which one you like using the best too. Because at the end of the day, the user interface and getting you excited about using the thing is what the whole point should be, right? Like most people aren't going to post things from their computer unless it's a heavy video or something like that. They're going to do it from their phone.
100%. Now, do you think that social media is effective for marketing?
I think if you're good at it and you've got a good following and you're not just buying followers to appease the people that land on your page and they say, oh, well, he's got 1,000 followers, it must be a good business, because you can go buy that for $5 and have a clickbait thing done. And it's not an effective marketing tool. Whereas like if you're going to use it and actually pinpoint people, one of the things that I think gets thrown around a lot is LinkedIn. And LinkedIn came out kind of at the same time Twitter did. And I remember asking people, should I get LinkedIn and Twitter or one or the other? And they're like, both, you got to have both. And I was like, okay. And unfortunately, Twitter's kind of gone the way of the dodo bird. I don't know what's going on over there. I think somebody bought it and ruined it. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened over there, but it's not like it used to be, And the thing is there's always the next one. And to me, it's like, if you're going to spend all this time making content and build a cachet of things online that you're going to use for marketing, you want people to be able to go back and look at that and scroll through it and enjoy your content, right? And I still think the easiest one to do that on is YouTube. Super easy. And you can share your YouTube link anywhere. If you're going to put it into an email or send it to somebody like that, create a custom video for a property, you can send it out on YouTube. People will go see it. Nice and easy and transparent. That type of a thing is great for the real estate industry and for brokerages as well, for recruiting. Start sending people little videos on social media. I think the whole DM game is dead. I get so many, I'm sure you do too.
Yes.
I get so many DMs from people trying to solicit my business, and they're all white noise and they don't all look terrible. And it all seems like it's just like spam, right? It's just things that would end up in your junk bin anyways, right? And so the DM thing is kind of getting played out as well. So how do you harness it the right way? I'm open for interpretation, right?
Sure. And it's also, like the robocalls. People have learned to not pick up their phones, as I have learned not to look at my DMs, because most of the time it's garbage.
Yes, exactly. And I think when good calls come through, they shouldn't be missed, because that's one of the things, you can compare it directly to Facebook and to spam messages and things like that. There's just always going to be scammers. There's always going to be people that waste your time. I remember I was just trying to get like this little animation done on Instagram, and I thought I was following the right account, but I wasn't. I was following a manipulated account. And so I sent them 2 payments for $50 for a video of a car that never came. And I was like, really? This is how we're scamming people now, is on car parts? Like, anyway, but there's just no bottom to it, right? So building a trust and building a solid reputation like that in a marketing platform, whether it's your email, whether it's your social media, or whether it's your telemarketing, it takes time. It takes time to validate that.
Now, it sounds like YouTube is at the top of your list. What would you say is the struggling platform for the long term?
What was it called? MySpace. Remember MySpace? MySpace was huge. Everybody got to be friends with Tom because he created it. Anyway, I think it's, Twitter's having a tough time right now. I think it's, it's lost all this ad revenue and people don't want to use it anymore for advertising because of the things that are going on there, which is too bad because it was a really cool platform. And I think, you've got other things that are coming into place like TikTok, where people would just rather watch fun little videos all day. I talk to people that are 20 years younger than me. All they do is watch reels all day, videos all day, these little skits and things like that. And most of it revolves around comedy, which I think is fantastic because, hey, let's lighten up.
It's true. Maybe intersperse a couple of funny things in the midst of the professional stuff.
Yes, or make the professional stuff have a little sense of humor. If you're selling houses, it's kind of fun. It's, you're a personable person. It should be like that. I used to know someone that used their Facebook account to just stalk people for trying to make sales. And I thought that was extremely tacky because, you're not really being friends with them. You're just kind of pretending to make a deal. Yeah, but then that's sales. So I don't know. Maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot.
But you know what? And Twitter, I would also say, is a bit restrictive because you just don't have as many options to edit your videos and to make it look like something entertaining that people would want to watch.
Well, the reason I got on Twitter when it came out was because there was a million Rob Sutherlands online. All right. And I thought, how am I going to, if someone's Googling me, trying to find me as a business professional, how are they going to find me? Right. Because there was a bunch on LinkedIn and then there's a bunch of other Rob Sutherlands. And so because I started tweeting as Rob Sutherland on Twitter and my business contact information was attached to my Twitter account, I was the #1 on Google because of all the tweets that I was putting out because it's a public forum, right? Because it's not a private. Yes. So it was really, instead of buying SEO or anything like that, which is hard to do for your name, it actually put me at the top of the list of all these other Rob Sutherlands. And, it was kind of an interesting way to build a reputation online so that you could be contacted and people could find you.
Well, I think I speak for myself and your viewers that there really truly is only one Rob Sutherland, and he shall always be in our hearts.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. And happy belated 4th of July.
Thank you very much. Well, great information, Rob. Thank you so much for that. And folks, for more information on PBA, just click on the link below, probrokeragency.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again on Friday for another episode of Ask the Expert with Rob Sutherland.
Have a great day.